up, everybody? It's your girl Toya, aka L Bliss, and welcome back to another video on this channel. So I know right before this you saw that I made me a little cute cocktail. What I'm going to be doing is incorporating the things that I truly do love. Hence, I love making like craft cocktails. I enjoy drinking them as well, but I also really enjoy making them. I think I'm getting into like hosting and like little dinner parties, but as my family, my friends, I'm typically always the bartender at all the parties, okay? Okay, so I just made Saint Germain, a little splash of lemon juice, some club soda. I didn't have club soda, so I used a different version of that would give that same fizz. And what else? Oh, and topped it off with some Prosecco and 2 cubes of ice, and it is so tasty. Let's get into what we're getting into today. So this is going to be one of those chit chat, okay? And I'll probably have a few of these throughout Vlogmas, and this is in order for you guys to not only just get to know me to get to know you. I can understand what you want to see me do, me talk about, but one of the things that I wanted to get into, one of the choices that I'm choosing to make as a 30-something-year-old woman that is single with no kids, okay? Ooh, I know, right? Listen, it's a lot of me's out there, but I think this is a pretty unique topic. Of course, it applies to my life, but I think it's awesome in just women having choices and choosing themselves more in this current space, and I think it's something that we talk about but we don't talk about as much, so we're going to get into it today. I'm going to give you some of the choices that I'm choosing to make, and I want to know what y'all think. Okay, so let's get started. And let me preface this by saying this: I can make a decision on my life today, and tomorrow I might change my mind again, and I might make another informed choice. But again, these are going to be informed choices just because I'm older and there's a lot more at stake, but I can change my mind. So don't hold me to these things and try to crucify me. This is where I am, and these are the choices I'm making. All right? And I hope you do the same. Okay. I am now in a place where I am choosing to leave the option open, have kids or not have kids, okay? I am in a space where I am leaning more towards not having kids anymore. This is something that I've always wanted for my, and I saw for myself, and I think now with just more information, with me being able to observe friends and family throughout the years, for me to see firsthand what it really takes, the way that I desire my life to be lived, and the things that I want to do and how I want to move. Just so many different factors are put into this. And right now, that option is for me to not have kids. I know it's so crazy how life changes. And I have a gang of nieces and nephews who I love and who I am nurturing and strengthening relationships with. So I feel like those are like my kids. I have coached women, young women, for many years, throughout many years, in Tallahassee and in Georgia, and I feel like I've mothered those girls. Those are my babies for sure. And I also have god kids, so who I love to death. So I am just in a space where I am choosing me. And what that looks like for me right now is I don't think I want to have kids anymore. That might change. A person that comes into my life might help to change that, but that's just where I am right now. There have been so many celebrations that I have been a part of, really big celebrations, but they've been focused on like the traditional sequence of life. So you have a baby, you have a baby shower, you get married, you have bachelorette, you do your marriage, you do the reception. I've chosen a more non-traditional sequence of life, and I am not going to be afraid to celebrate things in my life as big as the world makes these other big life steps, if that makes sense. So for me, my big celebrations might be landing a certain campaign with a brand, or another business. I want to celebrate those things just as big as if I announced that I was having a baby, because for me, those are my babies. I don't know about me getting married. I don't know what the cards hold for me if I don't get married. I still would love to celebrate love in a big way. You know what I mean? There are people in my life who have loved me through some things, still love me. I love myself, and I think celebrating the different stages of love that you have for yourself at different places in your life is super important too. So that should be a big thing. That could be a big thing that I celebrate, and it'll be like a wedding ceremony. I want to celebrate my wins and my steps in my life, even if they are non-traditional and they look a little differently. I'm gonna start celebrating those things just as big because they are meaningful to me. I am choosing to get more organized with my life. So in terms of like my beneficiary, you know, people have their kids and these are their legacies, right? So it's like automatic hey, this is my beneficiary, this is where my stuff is going, this is this and this. For me, that looks different. So I have to get organized in my who. And for me right now, those choices are going to be to the next generation, in terms of setting up the next generation so they can have a fairer chance, right? So for me, that's gonna look different with my god kids and how my paperwork is set up, and my nieces and my nephews and how paperwork is set up to take care of them as well, because that is where I guess my legacy will lie. Yeah, so I'm choosing to get organized and be clear on where I want my assets and policies and things to go. And it just looks so different for me. So it's a lot more strategic thinking and, you know, probably finding the loopholes and things of that nature. Because these are not like my blood kids. Making a choice to prioritize my own health and well-being, really figuring out what that looks like for me. Yes, the typical working out and things, but I mean going deeper than that. Organizing my paperwork so I know that, hey, if something happens to me, who can make choices for me medically? Doing other things like understanding what I need to be eating for my blood type, doing acupuncture if that helps me, understanding the things that I'm getting ready to go into at in a few years when I enter my 40s. Just really prioritizing me, my mental well-being as well, finding another therapist for me. As I have grown, it's time for me to experience another therapist who can help me where I am currently. So really just prioritizing my health, understanding that because I am a single woman, right? If I don't have partnership in the traditional way, I have to make sure that I'm as healthy as I can be so that I'm not a burden on anyone, right? For as long as I can be, right? And understanding that who might take care of me is going to look different. I don't have kids that I've birthed, but I know that there are people out there that care for me, that care about my health and well-being, and I just want to be my best and healthiest self. So that I can positively contribute to whatever they may have going on whenever that time comes. So it's not just doing it to look good. Of course it is to feel good, making sure I take care of myself, but it's also in thinking of, hey, I have to take care of myself because I don't know who else will. I don't know who else will. I'm not saying nobody is willing to, but I have to be my best self because I have to take care of myself. Because it's me, and right now it's just me. Of course, I have community. Of course, I have village. But these people have partners. They have kids. They have other responsibilities that are gonna trump me as maybe the friend, right? So these are things that I have to think about and make sure that I'm taking care of myself, because right now it's just me. A really big one is, am I going to get married? Am I looking to get married? So right now, in terms of choices, I'm open to the idea of long-term commitment and partnership. So marriage, I guess, in a different way. What I understand about marriage has shifted, it has changed. I'm very open to a lifetime partner. I have developed lifetime partnerships, which I'm so grateful for, and it is not in a marriage, but I am committed to those partnerships like for life. Because I know I can commit in that way, I am still very open to the idea of I guess marriage, you know what I mean? I think for me it's going to look different, but I'm still very much so open to a lifetime partner and a lifetime commitment. I am open to finding the right person to do life with, and you know, I'm blessed to have others that I am gonna do life with. But in terms of like marrying a specific person, I'm still very open to that idea, and who knows what is in the future. All of these things that I brought up, guys, it's just been a lot more introspection and just thinking about things as I am getting older, understanding myself more, understanding what I desire more, and making these choices, you know, because I have free will. And this life is for me to make choices that will benefit me and others around me. But specifically, this is for me. I'm excited to continue to see where I am led with the choices that I am making and what shifts and changes as I continue to do life. But I wanted to share a few of these things because I think it's so important to share something different, something unique, a different perspective. And I want to know what you guys think of some of the choices that I've chosen to make for myself. What do you think about them? Are these some of the things that you're thinking about for yourself? Let me know what else you guys want to know from me and about me, and we'll answer those questions in the next chit chat. So cheers to making great choices for yourself and not being afraid to be bold and go against the grain, okay? And make one of these for yourself. It's very light, very cute, for you to sip slowly and you know, unwind, especially as we gear up for the holidays. Thank you guys again for watching and tuning in, and we will see you tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 12. Mwah.